Okay, so this is the drill bit sharpener unboxed, and these are the covers that I just screwed on, and that's to protect it from any debris or from the workshop going in the machine. Now I have had to play around with it. The manual isn't as quite intuitive, but if you keep reading it over and over again, you get to figure out what it's trying to say. So it's saying about, for example, take hold of 35 hash, and that's positioner for the blade, which is this thing here. But how do you know what that is? Well, then you have a look on the parts diagram. You'll see that each part is numbered, and then you look for 35 and you go, oh, okay, it's that. So I'll give you a quick rundown of how this works. First of all, the part 35 that we're talking about is this one here. Right? You pull that out. It doesn't lock in, like you saw me just twisting it then, but it doesn't actually lock in, so you can pull it out like that. And this is like a chuck, right? So you've got the plastic jaws here, which is, a bit of a shame that it's plastic, but that's what holds the drill bit. So you turn that, and then these, just like on a normal chuck, the jaws open up, and you can see they close evenly as well. So, and that's what's very important if you want the bit to be centered. It can accept, well, the highest one that I've got is 13 mil or ½ inch. I'm not sure if you can accept any drill bits larger than that, but that's what it can accept. There's a fuse here, so you just unscrew that and you pull it out and replace the fuse. You can find that anywhere. J-Car, if you know J-Car, in Labrador, they sell these fuses, something very, very small, only a few cents. And that's the on-off button there. This here is, you see this here, when you press that, there's these clips, right? And they, once you've positioned the drill bit, they lock into the grooves or the flute, whichever is the correct word for it, and then that is accurately set up to go to the next part, which is here. You put the bit in there, and if you remove this, you can actually see this is the grinding wheel here, right? So you can't actually. There's the grinding wheel there, but you can't see because of, I've already used them. This is just a plastic bit. They're replaceable, but believe it or not, the grinding wheel costs more than the machine itself. So, but, that's the way of the world, isn't it? So I guess instead of buying the grinding wheel and taking this off and so forth, just buy another machine. So, you actually, this is for those, what they call those split split drill bits. If you don't ever use them, you just use a normal standard drill bit, you actually won't need to actually ever take this off to sharpen the bit from up above. So you lock this in, and then this here, you see this only spins just a little bit, and you keep turning it like this until, you know, either it stops cutting on the grinder, or it's just very minimal. And then you pull it out and you turn it over, and then you do the same thing again. And I tell you, you know, this really works remarkably well. But without these videos, truly, these manuals, you know, the people who write them, they need to be hamstrung. Yeah, I know, I always exaggerate, don't I? But, so, many people who use this, they use it for larger drill bits. And they're usually metal workers too. So something like this and larger. But for hand tool woodworking, you know, we use egg beaters as such. I know there are some people who use electric drills, and on occasion, if I can't hold the piece down, I will use an electric drill. But this is my favorite, it's my go-to, it's what I'm used to. And if the bits are not sharp, and I mean extremely sharp, then you know, it's pretty darn hard drilling a hole with an egg beater. So what you do is that you place this in here as such, right? And the sad thing is that because this bit isn't long enough, right? Normally, if it's long enough, I'll show you actually on another piece, on something that I could see if this will be long enough. Okay, so I can grab this now with my fingers. So what you do is you place it in here, right? There's a little opening, which is, sometimes it's a bit of a mission to find it, but there it is. So like that, as such, right? And now I can close this. So I've already closed it, but I know it's in the incorrect position. So these two clips have got to go inside the groove. And with this here, the best way to do it is just by turning it, and listen. This is now clicked in there, and then I turn that, right? So I'm just tightening the bit, and now this is in the correct position, right? And, you know, I've never used this actually bit, so, or have I? Maybe once. This is fairly sharp already, but I want to actually use it on a more practical bit. So I'll put this one back. But that bit there that I just showed you is fairly important, and it's a good little trick. So unfortunately, this bit is going to be now not long enough. Okay, so I'll put that back in there. Find that opening. Push that up against there. Right? Close this thing. And now with a pair of pliers, I will just rotate the bit but I didn't hear any click, right? And so I'll just put it back again. Okay, so I'll put it in the incorrect position and there, right there. I didn't hear the click, but I did watch the clamps go like that, just fall into place. So now I just tighten that. Don't go silly by over tightening it because you're just going to end up ruining the jaws and then this thing is useless to you. Place it in here, right? And you can watch it if you want, or you can not watch it, right? So I'll turn this on. And this is all you're doing. So now it's finished, it's stopped, it's done one side, turn it around. And now it's finished, it's done its bit. And I'm just looking at it now. I think I will just try it one more time because I don't think I had it on the right angle, as in I did the same place twice. No? Okay. Oh my God, my eyes play tricks on me. This is centered, you can see how they both come to the point. And it's very, very sharp. So yeah, this is beautiful. So we'll give it a quick run. Now, bear in mind that up to a certain size of drill bit, you can drill comfortably, but when you come to the larger size, say for example, I don't know, number 5 and onwards, then you know, it's a bit hard to drill, and these things weren't designed to drill with larger bits. So then you would turn to a brace and you'd bore a hole that way. So let's give this a go. I'm quite excited about this. It's a new toy, new machine. Not that I have machinery, but it is a new tool. So I turn this to establish a point so the bit doesn't wander. And this is amazing. This is just so sharp. That's really nice. That's really, really nice. I don't like using it on this timber because you never know when I'm going to need it. But let's try it again. See, it becomes a little bit harder to turn this because this is a 4mm. You can do it, obviously. You've seen me do it. So that's basically it. That's all there is to it. If you wanted to, you can go ahead and you can drill everything. Now the thing is that this, you wouldn't use this machine every day, and you wouldn't be using it all day either. So, is it an absolute necessity? No, it's not an absolute necessity. You can never own one of these things, and just when your bit becomes blunt, you can go ahead and just buy another bit and replace it. But as craftsmen, we like to do these things ourselves, and to do this manually, it it truly requires a tremendous amount of skill. And the other thing is that it's quite dangerous, especially on the stones that I have on my low-speed grinder there. They can shatter, and that can lead to serious dangerous consequences. So I do use majority from 4mm downwards, but it's mostly the imperial ones that I use quite often. And maybe once every 6 months I'll pull this out and sharpen the bits that I need. It really is, it's good investment. It's only $100 plus $15 was the shipping fee, and that was express overnight. The standard shipping fee was $17, and that was 5 to 8 days, something silly like that. So, go figure, the express is cheaper than the standard. So yeah, it was $100, including the GST. It's about 94 something without the GST. And I think it's worth the investment. There are more expensive ones out there that the Havco is selling. They're the industrial versions. They've got $500 ones, they've got $1,000 ones. But this is for big, I think for big manufacturers, especially in the metalworking industry. They would, get their monies back on that machine very, very quickly. But for us, I don't think there's a need for it. I think this will definitely serve us. As long as, I'm alive, this is going to work. I can't even see this breaking down, and I cannot even see me using this wheel, as in wearing it down quickly. So that's it. That's it. That's my review, and that's my manual on this beautiful gift for my son. I love him very much. I'm very, very proud of him. Thanks for watching.